Happy Friday, witches. I have so much to say, I don't even know where to start. But I think a good place to start is to let you know that Ocean and I will be your altar crew today. This live divination ceremony is brought to you by the Unbound Witches of Bright and Dark. And yeah, I think that now would be a great time for Ocean to give us a voice of God style announcements. So take it away, Ocean.
Hello, welcome to the Voice of God announcements. This week at the Resource Center, we have SAS on Sunday. This is a spirituality and support symposium where we have connective conversations about what we're thinking about what's going on in the world, about our shadow work and whatnot. We hold SAS on Sunday at 11 Pacific time and 2 Eastern Standard Time. On Wednesday, we have Magic Moves, which is a 45-minute movement offering from the Unbound. This class is designed to wake up the body, lift the spirit, and connect us as community. No experience needed. We hold this Wednesday at 6 a.m. Pacific time and 9 a.m. Eastern time. And that's what we have going on this week. Back to you, Jen Marie.
I can't help but make it weird, guys. It's kind of the way that I flow. And before we hit the live, like go live button, I literally have to like try not to say anything, because what I end up doing is just like all of the everything that I really should be saying live. And my system is such that repeating myself because I wake up and start uh, receiving messages and inside what my mama calls inside information uh, about the day as soon as I wake up, like immediately. And usually the first person I start talking to, I just start firing off. And like it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And so I know that a lot of what I'm saying is it's for all of us. So that's a whole thing. And my goal this year is to get better at sharing all of that with you, but for now I have to like not say anything to anyone until I'm in front of a camera. So my life is weird, but it's okay. I'm here for it. Should we just get into it? I think we should just get into it. Yeah, I think so. My brain has been this is a whole thing, right? My brain has been on fire since last weekend. That was why I couldn't do the divination ceremony 2 days last weekend, is because my physical body is processing all of the information that I'm getting. And so it puts my body into overstimulation and overwhelm. And I have to, or I get to show up for my body in a more supportive way when that happens. And the cool thing about one of the many cool things about the Unbound Witches of Bright and Dark is what happened last weekend. It's one of the things, one of our like strong points is that we are one. Uh, we are united in our like purpose, and we're able to just kind of step in for each other. half of us, half of the 9 witches in the Unbound would be considered disabled through the lens of the big Cappy Pappy. And so in order for us to thrive, we have to have very specific support. We're able to do what we do, which is massive. We collectively facilitate and steward an international community of neurodivergent witches. And yeah, it is absolutely a team and collective effort. No one of us could do it ourselves. It takes all of us to do it. And the way that Ocean was able to just come and step into this particular ceremony that we do was powerful. And big thank you to Ocean for that. It is being perceived on this level is a very heavy working. It is. And I am greatly looking forward to when more of the Unbound are able to come into these lives and show up for you. It's amazing. They are amazing. We're doing very, very big things this year. And we are wanting you to be a part of it as much as you are wanting to. So, let's do this. This is a collective divination ceremony. We are asking, where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? As a witch born of shadow, my life is my practice. Every choice I make, every catalyst that I engage with is a part of my practice. It influences my magical workings and my lived experience in massive ways. So when you are capable of doing anything, getting some guidance on where to focus your attention is kind of some next level stuff. So that's what we're doing collectively. And I do this a little differently than what you are accustomed to, because I am very intentionally centering your relationship with your intuition, because that's what's required in order for you to repair your relationship with your intuition. And it's spaces like this that give us that sweet, sweet validation that we are a lot more connected than we have been made to believe. And I refuse to do this divination ceremony in such a way that I refuse to engage with you as if you don't have access to the same information that I do. So there. I'm going to do what I do to get my system prepared for divination. You do the same, and we will be pulling 2 tarot cards to answer our question. All right. Stim if you need to. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space, for our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. What are we doing? Why did we call everyone here? I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. And I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour. Because I am home. All right, cousin. Grab your decks and spread them. Let's pull some cards. And Lisa, the deck that I'm using is the original Tarotorial deck. I know. I love this deck. I wrote this particular ceremony and how we do this around this deck. It is very important to me. It's a part of my practice to have a personal relationship with the deck. And that means being proud of who made it, how it's made, where it comes from, all of those things. And I have a personal relationship with the person that created this, with the owner of Raven and Rogue. That's who creates this. And their story, how this deck came to existence, is absolutely in alignment with my practice. So, and I really like their, as you can see on the deck, let's see if we can get that to come in. There is the whole prompts on there. I like their interpretation of the cards in a prompt. So they condense it really well. It's my favorite deck. And every time Pamela sees how worn they are, they're like, I could send you another deck. But it's not the same. The newer decks aren't the same as these ones. They're beautiful. There's beautiful pictures. There's like gilded edges. They're amazing. But this is my deck. I've done thousands of readings with this deck. So there. I only read for witches. That I should probably let you guys know too. I don't do readings for Gen Pop. So that's the thing. One more time. Where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? We have been pulling the same 5 cards for a month now. So let's see. First off, frame. Okay. So I'm going to get my glasses because I am towing the threshold of cronehood. This is kindness. Ooh, the 2 of Swords reversed. So remember that this placement is, where does our attention need to be in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? Okay. Remember that as I read this to you. As I'm reading this to you, ask yourself if your guides were using this card to communicate something about a facet of your life. What are they talking about? So, all right. All right. God, how many times have we drawn this card in the last month and a half? Okay. You're faced with a difficult choice, and it's one that you must make. Delaying the decision will only make matters worse. Sifting through the advice of others may be overwhelming. Listen to your intuition and go with your gut, especially if you're stuck in the middle of something. And I'm going to read the upright position because it is about the whole card, especially when this is such a collective reading. We're all going to look at this in a different way or relate to it in a different way. The Two of Swords is often related to balance and relationships. You're having a hard time maintaining partnerships, and you're getting caught in the middle of arguments. See this as a caution. Like the person in the card, you may be choosing to keep the blindfold on. Avoiding issues won't make them go away. So I am pumping the brakes on what I'm picking up on this card while I allow you to have the space to dip into your intuition. Prioritize what your intuition is talking about. So I'm reading that. What's like, oh, this is how I relate to that card. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm going to influence you now. All right. We've gotten this card at least 2 times since January. And we do this every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. This spring, I mean, it makes perfect sense why this card is coming up. This whole experience of feeling like you're caught in the middle of something that you don't even like need to be. That you being stuck in the middle of it is actually making whatever situation worse. You like trying to keep the peace and being the middle guy and the like the one that's keeping everyone like cool is a problem. There's this term in like communication, I guess, called triangulation. It's where you look it up. That would be a great thing for you to do. Look up triangulation. Okay. If you stopped right now, pulled yourself out and let them do what they do, and you did what you felt was right for your life. So all of that energy that you're investing in keeping the peace or like being the go-between in some way of 2 different sides, and you're just like you're taking on the physical, mental, and emotional like labor of the whole group, which is insanely unhealthy and unsustainable. And there's a lot of reasons why we do this, right? Witches, I could go on a rant about that. Witches born of shadow are often the black sheep, cycle breaking queerdos of the family. And many of us have giftings in healing and in supporting communities. So we would tend to get stuck in these dynamics because we have this calling for healing, but we just haven't quite learned when that applies and how that applies. That takes practice and learning that whole thing. Anyway, the decision that you are needing to make between now and like 2 weeks, the spring equinox for the Northern Hemisphere witches is in a couple of weeks. Okay. You need to decide the seeds that you are planting this year. What are you going to invest your physical, mental, and emotional labor into in order for you to have a life that you are proud of? Right? Not necessarily the life of your dreams, a life that you are proud of. That's super highlighted. Okay. But you have to make the decision. You can't be waiting for someone else to agree or some other group to agree. You have to make a decision for yourself. Right? You guys are very quiet. Does anybody relate to this? Are you feeling stuck in the middle of something? Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at what we're in resistance to or in denial of that's actually blocking our flow. I'm using the word flow because the word that I want to use, I'm not allowed to use on this platform. And I'm a little salty about it, but here we are nonetheless. Okay. The 8 of Cups upright is what we picked, what we selected. Man, words are hard today. This is the card that we got. And remember that this is what we're in resistance to or in denial of that is blocking our flow, our ability to actually engage with this 2 of Swords in a way that is expansive. Okay. I'll read this. The past needs to be put where it belongs. Set yourself on a journey forward. Whether that's towards something big like a new job or relationship, or something small like a new hobby or pattern of thought. Either way, you're looking for a higher purpose. The recognition you seek cannot be found in your current position. Okay. And now the reversed is, your fear of change has you staying put. This fear could be keeping you from moving on to bigger and better things. You may also be confused about which path to take. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. Maybe it won't be the best one, but standing still will get you nowhere. I'm trying not to influence you. Grinning like a Cheshire cat isn't like holding back and, this is a good one. This is a really good one, guys. It's a really good one because it's so clear. It's so clear. And I also, it's not lost on me that I just said this, right? That, you have this decision to make, right? That's what the 2 of Swords is talking about. You have this decision to make, and that in order for you to live a life that you are proud of, you're going to have to make this change, right? But what I'm getting is that you've just always seen yourself as this peacekeeper of sorts, or this go-between of 2 opposing sides, and you're trying to keep the peace. You've just always you've always been in that position, even from childhood. You've been the mediator in the family, just trying to keep the peace in some way. But the thing is that the way that you're engaging with this that's not necessarily your calling, or you're applying it in a way that is of an old perspective. and doing the work to shift your perspective and get into alignment with your path is going to require a choice. You have to choose to disengage with this and start making those changes that that you are making choices that you're proud of. Okay. But this requires you to step out of your comfort zone. You are very, like, though being in this, stuck in the middle of something, being the mediator between two sides, or you're seeing it as being the mediator between two sides, that is what you're comfortable. That's like what you're accustomed to. But this choice is going to require you to step out of your comfort zone, to let go of that, let go of an old way of engaging with things. Do you see how this, you do have a higher purpose, and the way that you're engaging with your life is very expensive for you. Physical, mental, and emotional labor is very high to keep that dynamic going. And that's not necessarily what's going to bring you the life that you're actually, is like the life of your dreams, right? You're investing in what is safe, and you need to invest in where your heart is calling you, no matter how scary that is. Does that make sense? Okay. Do we get it? And setting yourself on a journey forward. There is a journey forward. Make a choice. Do something different. Reality is not as fixed as you have been made to believe. You are not trapped in your current reality. You have so much. If you only knew how powerful you are, how much influence you actually had on your reality, you wouldn't allow what you allow every single day. You wouldn't put up with it. Like, it's a whole thing. It is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You are a lot more powerful than you have been made to believe. But it's going to require you to do differently. Do differently. Okay. All right. That is our reading for the day. I will be back tomorrow at the same time to do another reading, and we'll check in again and adjust and do course correction, right? With the new information. I think that's it. Let's close out this working. All right. Yep. Let's baptize ourselves in the tea that's left. I cannot drink out of like regular cups. I spill it down the front of me like at least half of the time. It's a whole thing. Okay. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right. That's it. Remember, if you can't be good at it. I'll see you tomorrow morning.